Welcome to the Secret Jocks podcast, a podcast where we talk about your favorite trades that happened yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and the day before that. I'm your host, Ralph McGo. Right beside me, a guy that is still looking to trade his T60. Got one of the best comments in the world on a video. Lost, question mark? Tyler Giard.
That's me. Two things. Someone offered me a Schecter Demon 6 today. I said no. And to address the comment that was posted, lost, question mark, question mark, question mark. Yes, I've seen the whole series and it's fantastic.
This is a J.J. Abrams podcast.
Yo, that took me a while to get. And right beside us,
it wasn't the lag. It wasn't the lag.
It wasn't the lag. That was the brain lag for sure.
It was this lag.
Analog lag.
Yeah.
And right beside us, the guy that got beat by a 9-year-old girl.
No, I beat her ass.
Oh, dude.
No, I thought that you have to have the vision and you just have like the force of hate to beat somebody.
Okay. Well,
Michael Jordan mode.
A guy that beat up a 9-year-old kid. Ben Finley, everyone.
That's me, baby.
Boys, a lot of big trades had happened this year.
A lot of medium trades.
Also, a
couple of some small ones.
There's let's get into it, okay? One of the biggest trades that happened. James Wiseman. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah, there's a lot.
Hey, that was a former number 2 overall pick.
That is true.
Was drafted ahead of LaMelo Ball.
That is correct. And Steve Kerr ruined his career. Also COVID happened. But
also because of Steve Kerr.
But mostly because of Steve Kerr.
Yeah. And woke.
Ooh, dude.
James Wiseman gone woke.
Oh, damn.
Well, like I
that
said,
sounds like a rap TV.
No, James Wiseman. Come on.
James Wiseman.
Come on. It's too easy. That was a layup.
That was good.
Well, let's talk about the biggest trade that happened here. The biggest note of this trade, it's a basically a 4-team trade. It started as a 3-team, and then one got hopped into the mix. But as it's finalized, I'll give you the rundown of what happened. It's basically Butler to the Warriors. Miami Heat gets Kyle Anderson, Davion Mitchell, Andrew Wiggins, 2025 protected first-round pick. Detroit Pistons get Dennis Schroeder, Lindy Waters III, and Utah Jazz gets KJ Martin, Josh Richardson, and the Raptors get PJ Tucker, 2026 second-round pick via LA Lakers, and a bag of gold, some gills. I know you guys have been wanting to get my opinion on this, being a Warriors head.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's fantastic.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is the wild, wild west, baby.
Mm-hmm. Wiki wild.
I don't know how I feel about it, honestly. Jimmy Butler, huge name. He has been known to be the number one of a team. So he has that fire inside of him, AFI. But I don't know how it's going to mesh in the locker room. I don't know how it's going to be on the court. He's a fiery dude, just like Draymond. His stats have been pretty solid throughout his whole career. So you can expect good performances from him. But playing as a second guy, he might flourish. What he really brings to the table is finishing, that toughness inside. He plays bigger than he actually is. He can get to the free throw, get some free throws. But yeah, I just like Jimmy Butler because he's emo and, coffee Big
And you're
face
emo.
coffee, and I'm super emo. I fucking love Escape the Faith.
My biggest question for you, Ralph, is like,
Yeah.
what do you think the group text situation is looking like between Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green? Like, what kind of stuff are they saying to each other?
It's probably one of those scenarios where, Draymond's like, "Hey, welcome to the team, but let me set some like ground rules here.
Mm-hmm.
Steps number one, I'm 1B. I'm sure Draymond thinks of himself as 1B.
Or 1A.
Steph is 1S.
Hey, the Warriors didn't win shit until Draymond started starting.
That's true. But also Andre Iguodala was there, so I mean,
Facts.
if it wasn't for Andre, those rings would not be rings at all. Which we
They'd be anklets.
I think that conversation is just like, this is how it goes. This is, if you have any questions, like, I'm here. Like, you're a pro.
I just know if the content of their group chat got leaked to the world, it would be extremely problematic. It's a lot of P word.
Oh yeah.
Think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you guys? I know we're just talking about Jimmy Butler right now, but there's a lot of pieces that moved in this trade. What kind of grabbed your attention? Ben, let's start with you. What was the best thing about this trade for you?
I really like the fit of Andrew Wiggins in Miami. He's got a lot of tools as a player. I think he's had a couple weird years. The last two for sure have been kind of strange in Golden State. And are you bummed that you've lost the Wiggs?
I am.
Because
I love
just think
them.
he's good. I still think he's good. I
He
think
is.
there's a good player in there, and I love the fit with him and Spoelstra. Wow, Andrew Wiggins has really lucked into some good coaches in his career.
Oh, absolutely.
Just like Tibbs and Kerr and now Spoelstra. But I love that fit. I guess Davion Mitchell's pretty cool. I think that's a good get. They basically got him for a second-round pick to send to not PJ Washington, PJ Tucker to Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure PJ Tucker's played his last game. Probably,
Yeah.
right?
I think it's
Probably.
over for him.
It's
Yeah.
Joever. Hey, I love the Jazz getting KJ Martin. I think he's going to be pretty fun. He's shooting like 60% from the floor, 38% from three this season. Fun little project. As far as Golden State goes, I don't know if it like makes a big difference in their record, but they're probably more dangerous in the play-in and the potentially in the playoffs as well.
I think that's the crazy thing. They're not even in the play-in right now.
No, they're 11, right?
Yeah, and
you got the pesky little Spurs coming up right behind you too.
Yep.
So.
I mean the West is stacked. It's always been stacked. Yeah. What about you, Tyler? How about this trade for you?
Yeah, I think for me personally, it makes the most sense that Jimmy Butler ended up in San Francisco because it's the only place he could get away with charging $13 a cup of coffee. I don't think he could have gotten that away. He couldn't have done that in Phoenix.
That's true.
Bravo on that take.
It's too hot. It's too hot in Phoenix for coffee.
Yeah, you're right. Well, he makes iced coffee. I've been thinking about ordering a can. But that being said, I'm interested in Butler on the Warriors because I think he is a good fit. He's a connector. He's a star that's a connector, right? But I think long term, there's not a lot of shooters in that starting five. So a little curious to see what the Warriors do there.
Are you telling me Buddy Hield is not a shooter?
Is he starting still?
Yeah. He's shooting himself into the game and also out of it at the same time.
Well, yeah, okay. Where are we in the cycle right now?
It happens in the game now. That's where we're at.
What an evolution.
Yeah, he starts the first quarter perfectly. Second, third, come on, man. Fourth, like, all right, we lost.
Did you watch any of the Jazz Warriors game last night?
I was at band practice.
Oh, fair.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. That was pretty wild.
But I was brokenhearted to see the news of Jimmy Butler and also that we lost.
Yep. Devastating.
And also Dennis Schroeder. You think he just went to the other people's bench, like the Jazz bench?
I guess I was really looking for it. I was supposed to go to that game, but some weird stuff happened, and I wasn't able to make it. And I passed the tickets off to my buddy, and I told him to look out for it. But he said that Dennis Schroeder did not come sit on the bench. I think that when you get traded, especially like if you get traded to the city that you are already in, I'm pretty sure that they go straight for the physical.
Probably. Or just give you a night off, right?
Yeah, I guess they pulled him like out of the shower. Is what I heard.
Like, you're naked, do your physical, right?
Yeah, just like, hey, your ass just got traded.
Like, here's the gift card to Moochie's.
4 teams in 24 hours, but 18 hours for Dennis Schroeder there. He was reported first that he was going to Miami, and then he was going to Utah, and now he's in Detroit.
Yep.
Oh, and I love the fit of Dennis Schroeder in Detroit too. Just like they needed another ball handler to with Jaden Ivey missing. I mean, he broke his fibula.
Yeah, he's out.
So he's probably not coming back, even if like the Pistons make the playoffs. But I love that adding another ball handler to the Pistons so that Cade doesn't have to do everything in the world.
The thing about it is Dennis Schroeder was doing so good in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then he just got pulled, and then like
in Brooklyn,
five teams later,
in Brooklyn.
I don't think he was a good fit
play.
next to Steph. I think he needs a little more of the ball. And Steph can play off ball, obviously, but that's not what you necessarily want all of the time.
Yeah, I just want to go back to the Warriors for a sec. I think with Wiggins out of the picture, Kuminga will get more of the minutes. He was showing great promise before he got hurt. Moody is becoming the player that we want him to be, kind of like a glue guy and also offensive threat when we needed him to. We're also bringing out Quentin Post, our center, our new center, rookie center. And he's
whoever that is.
Quentin Post, dude. He can shoot.
Post, dude.
He can shoot.
Yeah, he's a shooter.
Dude, you got Q on your team?
Yeah, dude. QP, dude.
Well, hold up.
I mean, he is anonymous. I never heard of him.
Hold up.
And
this guy can't get off 8chan.
Yikes.
And I think I want to see the first game like tomorrow. You know, I want to see with Jimmy Butler in this new lineup.
You expect Jimmy Butler to play in the game tomorrow?
No. I'm not expecting him to play. I'm just saying I want to see it.
He should be able to, as long as he passes his physical, right? Like, he's been training.
I think he plumped up to like 280.
Are you thinking of Luka?
Oh, I get the big names mixed up all the time. Anything else in this trade?
I like it for Miami. Honestly, I love that they got out of a toxic situation. Jimmy ended up going to a good situation. We didn't talk about the fact that he signed an extension.
He did
right away.
Literally, man, that's $60 million 2 years from now, though.
Oh, I think so they restructured it. I think it's a player option.
So really, he got one more year.
Yeah, 1 and 1 basically. He'll pick it up though, because no one is going to pay him.
Nope.
Yeah.
$60 million when he's what, like 38.
37.
Okay, 37. Yeah. Never mind. Somebody will pay him $60 million at 37. That's the difference there. But yeah, I really do like this for Miami. I feel like it gives them flexibility going into 2026. Their team is a full team. You brought up, I love Wiggins with Spoelstra. The storyline of him finally playing with Kevin Love is really cool as well. Like, that's fun. Miami, and
then the part of like Jimmy Butler and Wiggins getting traded for each other when that was like the whole deal in Minnesota.
Yeah. Time is a flat circle.
And then one of those players won a championship, and it wasn't Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
Good stuff.
So the Heat are going to win the championship.
It was a very poetic trade.
Yeah, they're going to have
it here, dude.
magic.
You heard it here first. The next champs will be the Heat. per Tyler. Well, is he lost on that one? Question mark.
Lost?
Lost? Yeah. Okay, the only episode that sucks in the series is Jack's tattoos, but that was during a writer's strike. What could you expect?
Yep. No,
All right, next trade.
Next trade. What are we talking about next, bro?
All right, the next trade, another big name, huge name. Pelicans trade Ingram to the cold, chilly Toronto Raptors. Raptors get Brandon Ingram. New Orleans Pelicans get Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, 2025 second round pick, 2026 first round pick via the Pacers. Ben, let's go with you. What's up with this trade for you, man?
Man, what are the Raptors cooking? What are they doing up there? Man, I like BI. I think he has a very visually appealing like basketball game to watch. In a group chat that I was talking last night, I feel like Brandon Ingram is the, small forward, power forward version of Zach LaVine, where like it's fun to watch like what he does. He's like DeMar DeRozan too. Like he takes a lot of long twos. He does not spot up whatsoever. I think there's a lot of redundancy in Toronto between Scotty Barnes and RJ Barrett and now Brandon Ingram. I feel like they're all, that's like the Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard version of all the same guy, with Scotty Barnes being Charizard, obviously. I just don't really know what they're cooking. This is also the fourth year in a row where Toronto has traded a first round pick for a guy that is a free agent in the summer. I guess that you can't get free agents in Toronto, but like, I don't know. I also saw that BI's agent is also a guy that's from Toronto and has gotten other guys signed to Toronto in the past. So I don't really think that they necessarily had to give up the draft capital here to make this trade happen. And I don't know. Kelly Olynyk, that's my guy. I love him, and it sounds like Bruce Brown is not going to get bought out. Everybody kind of thought that maybe he would get bought out and maybe go back to Denver, but that doesn't really seem like it's happening. All in all, I kind of think this is a weird trade. I don't really know what they're doing. Tyler, what you feeling on this one?
Yeah, I think it sucks ass for Toronto. If I'm being honest, I think it really sucks ass.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of stinky.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing, man. Like, BI is fine, and I guess he could be kind of like, well, I mean, you got Scotty Barnes, but I guess, yeah, I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, I don't know what the hell that they're doing. They got a bunch of the same sort of style of players. Like it just feels incredibly redundant. But I guess Masai really loves just kind of like lanky forwards. I guess so. It makes sense.
He's like 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". That's my type right there.
I'm gonna collect a bunch of dudes that are 6'6" to 6'8". I don't care about any other size of NBA player. I'm gonna have 5 starters that are 6'6" to 6'8".
You can't be on my team if you weigh over 220 pounds.
Yeah, and they're all gonna be okay. No one's gonna be really great other than Scotty Barnes, but everyone's just gonna be okay at their job. And they're just going to be mediocre forever. I don't know what they're doing.
And they also paid quickly a lot of money, too. Just like, where's the money coming from that you're going to sign Brandon Ingram to a long-term deal?
Yeah.
The whole country
I don't really
of
know
Canada,
what goes
dude.
on. Yeah, I don't really know what goes on up in Canada. But
highest tax rate in the league, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Was that Canadian dollars, though, or USD?
I think all deals are in USD. You don't get to save money just by having your team in Canada.
Yeah, every team would be in Canada if that were the case. And then for New Orleans, like I'm fine with it. It's a loss. It's a lost season for them. They got some capital. Bruce Brown, it's fine. Would be interesting to see him with CJ and Zion if he's ever healthy. Kind of a 3rd, 4th, 5th option. I don't know. They just gotta wave the white flag in New Orleans, and I like that they got some capital on an expiring contract that wasn't going to re-sign with them. So well done, David Griffin. kudos to you. You made something out of a shitty situation. Overall, though, weird trade. If you want to like go all the way up, like 10,000 foot view, man, what a fucking mess for the Pelicans, though. Like they turned Anthony Davis into Bruce Brown and Kelly Olynyk. I guess they got Zion as well, but that's not great for them. But that's the last of the Anthony Davis trade. It's over.
And a guy that was one of those picks from the Lakers, we can talk about DeAndre Hunter next. No,
we can, yeah.
Yeah, because that was the number 4 pick that they got from the Lakers on the Anthony Davis trade. I don't know what New Orleans ended up getting from Atlanta. I think it was just like a future first or something, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Oh, it was the pick that turned into Dyson Daniels that they then again turned
gave it back.
Oh man, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's wild.
Ralph, what are your thoughts on this trade before we jump into DeAndre Hunter?
He doesn't know who DeAndre Hunter is, and he has to find the trade. What's going on right now?
Well, no, I'm Googling.
Who is DeAndre Hunter?
What is basketball? Google just said lost.
Clippy
Yeah.
popped up on your screen. It's just like, you're looking a little lost.
Yeah. I don't know about Brandon going to the Raptors. Scotty Barnes does everything BI could do better. And Scotty Barnes is way funnier, dude.
It's true.
Like,
oh yeah, funniest guy in the league, unintentionally.
Unintentionally, dude.
Like J.R. Smith, intentionally funny. Scotty Barnes, unintentionally hilarious.
You think J.R. Smith is intentionally funny?
Yeah,
I would say
100%.
Josh Hart takes that mantle. But yeah, BI to the Raptors. That's fine. Like you said, it's like you already got someone that does that better. And is he back from his injury? BI?
I don't think so. Not yet. No.
He has that kind of body type where he's just always going to get hurt, I think.
Yeah.
Well, and didn't he have like some like Chris Bosh blood disease type thing? Like the blood clotting at one point? Like,
oh, see, the Raptors are fucking up. He could retire any moment.
Yeah. Hey, they got socialized medicine up there, though.
Oh,
so.
That's true.
Yeah, it might take him a while to get in, but you know what?
Hey, but it's free.
It's free.
It's free.
So take notes, America. As for the Pelicans, what is the Pelicans' like trajectory? Like, what do they want to do? Like,
get a top 4 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Is that what they want to do? 'Cause
100%.
they just brought a fucking winner with Kelly Olynyk.
I think that there's a possibility that Kelly Olynyk gets bought out and he plays for the Warriors. I think that would be an amazing fit, man.
Dude,
that shit would be awesome.
I would love that, dude.
Oh, I love Kelly. I miss him every day that he's not on the Utah Jazz.
Kelly is a Canadian hero, also American hero. Let's just say if there was a death beam pointed at us, I'm picking Kelly 100%.
Let's go.
But yeah, his I heard a joke from No Dunks. Like, you think the first thing they gave him was a Pelicans hat, like a Pelicans like baseball cap, and he just like wears it backwards before his jersey?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is he from like the French part of Canada? Do we know? Because like he would be perfect in New Orleans then.
Oh yeah.
I don't. He does not speak French.
Damn.
As far as I know.
That's a bummer.
I mean, he was your neighbor for how long?
Forever.
Yeah.
In my heart.
We've
always known each other.
But yeah, I would give this trade yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Another big name by proxy.
Yeah.
Woo.
This was a real for the people that say nothing ever happens. This was a trade that happened.
It happened.
It happened, dude.
But we were wanting to jump into the DeAndre Hunter trade.
Yeah.
The Hawks sending DeAndre Hunter. I want to say DeAndre Jordan so bad.
Yeah.
The Hawks.
I feel that.
Because he's the first DeAndre that I know.
Yeah. It's like Jalen Rose was the first Jalen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now
Yeah.
there's like at least
I have
4
5
other.
Jalen's on my fantasy team.
Damn, that's
5
awesome.
Jalen's on.
You got to get more.
You're crazy.
I gotta get more.
You're crazy. Hawks sends DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs for LeVert and Niang. So here's the full rundown. The Hawks get Karis LeVert, Georges Niang, 3 second-round picks, 2 future pick swaps. The Cavs get DeAndre Hunter, just a lone boy. Tyler, let's go with you. DeAndre Hunter to the Cavs. A good team getting this dude. How you feel about that?
I feel good about the Cavs getting DeAndre Hunter. I like the fit. I think he's an upgrade over LeVert. But man, the minivan, giving up the minivan, that's the part that gets me. And I do think the draft capital was a little much. What, 3 seconds and 2 swaps? Was it first round swaps?
Yeah, 2 first-round swaps.
2 first. Yeah, that seems like a bit of an overpay. But like the Cavs need some extra shooting from that position. I think he's more consistent and better than LeVert at this point in both of their careers. LeVert's had a ton of injury problems, and I think DeAndre Hunter, who has had injuries, is a little just more consistent. I think it's a bit of an overpay, but I think overall it's good. Good for the Cavs. I think. Yeah, I don't know. That's it. Bit of an overpay, but I like the fit. What do you think, Ben? What are your thoughts?
I think Ralph's having some issues over here. So DeAndre Hunter is one of those guys where he's just kind of like the classic tweener a little bit, where he's not really a 3, he's not really a 4. I mean, he's having a career year with Atlanta this season, and I think that's pretty cool. But I don't think that he's like that good defensively. Like somebody posted a clip of just Tatum toasting him in the playoffs from last season. In your head, you think DeAndre Hunter probably Tatum stopper, but like that's not really the case. They needed another defender. You got Evan Mobley, you've got Jarrett Allen, then Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland. They're kind of sieves on at the point of attack, but yeah, you probably needed to add another defender because Karis LeVert is not getting it done. I love Georges Niang reuniting with Quinn Snyder. I think that's really cool. Great locker room guy. I think we talked about it earlier. He's the winningest player of the 2020s so far. It probably won't stay that way, playing for the Hawks now. But I don't know if we're going to get to it on this podcast, but Atlanta also made a couple other trades. I think it's really funny that Quinn Snyder traded for Terrence Mann, the guy that lit him up in the playoffs. Just like Quinn Snyder getting guys that he knows. I think that's really funny. And Atlanta got under the luxury tax, which is good for them because they weren't going anywhere. Ralph, do you have any feelings about this DeAndre Hunter trade?
No.
Fair enough.
Absolutely
On to
not.
the next trade, buddy.
No.
Well, I will. Well, let me say.
Wait,
oh, go ahead.
No. I insist.
Okay, I was just gonna say.
I was
do
gonna
think
say. No, you go.
What can I just?
Hey, let me jump in right.
I insist. Go ahead.
Okay. I will just say I do think this kind of signals the end of this Hawks era, and I think we're probably going to see the trade.
I disagree. You've got Trey, you got Dyson Daniels, who's good, who's going to make probably like all defensive first or second team. You just drafted number 1, and you've got Jalen Johnson. I think that's a good core moving forward.
But
I don't know how Karis LeVert like factors into their future plans. I think he's a free agent. I don't think it's Joever. I think that Trey. I think Trey might force his way out, but I kind of see the vision of what they're going with here.
I can't really see the vision. Plus, like I wouldn't hang my hat on Ricochet as like the number 1 pick going into the future. It's tough because they've traded away so much draft capital that like unless they get one of their picks back, which, is a little more difficult now with that Fox trade, that would have been the way to get that pick back. Yeah, I'm not sure what they're going to do, but I think they're in trouble, and it does look like it might be closer to the end there than not.
Hey, Reese Shea is still 19 years old. Okay.
Yeah, no, and as a Scoop believer, look, I'm not counting him out.
Sometimes it doesn't happen year one, especially if you played in a weird league last year.
All I'm thinking about is Hunter must be fucking stoked, dude. From the bottom of the barrel all the way to the top shelf, dude. Are you kidding me? Won't you be stoked when you're like you get picked by like let's say you're playing in a fucking cover band, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then let's use one of the biggest bands around, Rice Against. And Rice Against was like, hey, I want you to play guitar for me. And then we'll send...
You're so good at playing my song.
Yeah, in a cover band called Rice with Against. I don't know. Yeah, and you get picked up by, the big dogs and giving you a chance to actually win a championship, right? I would be so fucking stoked if that happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can't wait till Rice Against just comes to one of my shows.
Did you ever see that Mark Wahlberg movie, Rockstar?
No.
That's basically what happens in that movie.
Oh, spoiler alert, dude! Come on.
Yeah. I feel like
he basically joins Guns N' Roses, and he's Axl Rose.
That rocks.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is a monkey's paw situation. Like you're in a shitty team living in Atlanta, and now you have to live in Cleveland, but it's a good team.
Yeah.
Well,
hey, Cleveland made a brick. I think it's very beautiful. I think it gets a bad rap.
Yeah.
When I went there, I thought it was pretty cool. I did see after this trade that the Cleveland Cavaliers Vegas odds did not move. I think that's very interesting.
Well, yeah, you get rid of 2 people for 1 guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It shouldn't move. But the Drew Carey show was based on Cleveland, so...
All right, never mind. I take my
It's really
back.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably the best city
Strike that from the
in
record.
the world.
Yeah. Can we bleep that out?
Yeah. You sound fucking lost on that take, bro.
What, 7 seasons? 7 seasons of Lost?
Oh, I thought it
I
was a
watched
Drew Carey show.
Every single one.
I've seen every episode of the Drew Carey show.
I feel like I actually have seen a lot of Drew Carey. It was a
I don't
in my house.
I just know that he had the mean lady coworker.
Oh, Mimi, dude,
rocked.
Mimi.
Mimi was so cool. Shout out Mimi.
Shout out Mimi.
I haven't seen Lost or the Drew Carey show. That's
Dang. All right, sign up for the Patreon. We're doing watch parties.
Yep.
It's a game. Dude, I can't find this fucking trade. I'm trying to stall as much. Okay, I found it.
Hit me with it.
Yeah, let me hit you with this 3-team deal. Milwaukee Bucks get Kyle Kuzma, Patrick Baldwin Jr., Jericho Sims, 2nd-round draft compensation. The Wizards get Chris Middleton, AJ Johnson, 2028 first-round pick swap. New York Knicks get DeLon Wright and a bag of coins. Tyler, Kuzma, growing up, Kuzma was like one of your favorite players. How do you feel about this trade?
Yes. I'm gonna reference a earlier trade. This sucks ass. Man, what is Milwaukee doing? I feel like Chris Middleton was such like the heart and soul of the Bucks. Like, yeah, his ankles are toast and they are crumbling into dust. But like, I'm sorry, Kuzma's having the worst season of his career. Like, are we just expecting him to come to Milwaukee and like because he'll be a 3rd or 4th option, he'll just suddenly be good again? Like, or decent? Was he ever really that good? He wasn't even like in the top 5 to 6 of the Lakers like 2020 championship run. I don't know. I don't know what the Bucks are doing, man. This is a a disaster trade deadline for them.
Real what the buck, dude.
Yeah, what the buck? What the buck? Yeah, I hate it. On the Wizards side, that's fine. They've won what, 8 games?
Mm-hmm.
Like having Middleton, who they're probably just going to sit for the rest of the year, and now Marcus Smart? Question mark.
We probably weren't going to talk about that one.
Yeah, we weren't going to talk about Marcus Smart is now a Wizard. So,
oh, dude, they're going to be.
Sorry, Marcus Smart fans. Yeah, the Wizards, it's fine. It's whatever. They got some big contracts to fill up the books, and they're still going to be bad. So they're hitting their goals. But the Bucks, man, like, I don't know. This is atrocious. And Giannis signed off on it. I'm very confused as to what they're doing. To me, it feels like it's more of a let's get under the second apron type move with a player that we can sort of.
That's exactly what it was. That's
yes,
exactly what it was.
Sort of justify the fit because it fits a role of need. But yeah, they're not winning shit, and I feel so bad for Dame. Like, well, what a mess.
Who's stopping this squad? Kyle Kuzma is stopping this squad.
It's an inside job.
Put some respect on University of Utah alumni Kyle Kuzma, okay? And DeLon Wright, who also got traded in this. Two Utards right there, okay?
Okay, go for it. Spit hot fire.
Talk your shit.
What if Kuzma's okay? I feel like Kuzma could give 80% of peak Middleton, and I don't think that Middleton can give 80% of Middleton anymore. I'm kind of frustrated by the Bucks drafting a 19-year-old guard, expecting him to be maybe in the rotation, and then you trade him at the deadline.
Yeah,
With
that's
your first round pick. You probably could have just gone older, gotten a guy who could probably actually play for you. I also don't get it. It kind of seems like they did some draft moves where I think they drafted 2 19-year-olds because I think Tyler Smith is also a 19-year-old who survived the trade deadline, but that's another 19-year-old on the Bucks who has. There's no way that he's going to get any playing time on this Bucks roster.
Well,
that's,
especially with Doc Rivers as the coach.
Yeah, Rock Divers out here.
Rock Divers.
That's not happening.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, don't really. Don't love it for the Bucks, but maybe Kuzma can do something on a good team. I mean, he was good on the Lakers, and they won the championship. But also, Darvin Ham. There's the Darvin Ham connection there, baby.
Mm-hmm. Oh, true, and they're gonna spark that magic.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't it Frank Vogel though? That was the coach.
No, but wasn't Darvin a assistant too?
No. Darvin was in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Forget I said it.
Redact that statement.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Bleep it out.
I've said this before, and I'm not gonna say it again. So let's move on to the next.
Next.
Say that again.
So
that's a callback to something that happened before the episode.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I didn't finish that joke that I made.
If you pay each of us $5, we'll let you in on the context of it.
Yep. Just DM. We'll send you our Venmos. It could be
Venmo 42069. Hit me up.
Nice, dude. Kyle Kuzma going to a team that has a legit number one might be good for him. Because this season, just watching him or just seeing clips of him and the Wizards, he think he's number one. And he's doing too much. Different situation, different locations could change someone's mentality and also how they play. So, like Ben said, I'm excited to see what Kuzma can do. As for Chris Middleton, I'm sorry, man. Jordan Poole's there. He's a funny guy. But it seems like the Wizards bringing in Marcus Smart and Chris Middleton, they're trying to build around Jordan Poole because everyone knows that he can't play fucking defense for shit. But yeah, what were you going to say, Ben?
Oh, that last year, I guess Kyle Kuzma somehow, like, the GM for Washington came up to him and said, "Hey, do you want to play for the Dallas Mavericks next season?" And he was just like, no, or like at the deadline when they ended up getting PJ Washington instead. But like originally they were trying to get Kuzma because he was averaging 22 points per game last season, and they were like, "Do you want to go play with Luka?" And he said no. And he like basically vetoed the trade. And I think that was very weird.
Yeah, what a bag fumble.
But he's not going to be number one. He was just inflating his stats, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, he was 22, 6, and 4 last season. That was pretty banger,
All-star numbers from Kuz.
All-star.
That's
my goat.
Anything else before we move on to the Lakers and Dallas saga?
Part 2.
Yeah, let's jump into it.
Oh, speaking of part 2, Sabonis, dude, still did not hit me up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Having
Callbacks, baby. We're so good at podcasting.
Like,
well, he's in Portland. I can hit him up after this.
Yeah. Would you get some Casanova pizza? I don't know if that's a pizza place there.
Probably.
Yeah.
One on every corner.
Let's just say it is, and go get some slice with him. You know.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Man, I had like a banger of a joke. I'll come back. But yeah, moving on to the Lakers saga. Lakers get Mark Williams from the Hornets for Dalton Connect, Cam Reddish, 2030 first round pick swap, and 2031. Are we still alive that time? Unprotected first round pick.
I'm dead tomorrow, dude.
So my question to you guys is, now that we know that Luka, Mark Williams, I'm sure there's a little bit more pieces for before the trade deadline. How are we feeling about the Lakers' new look?
I really like Mark Williams. I kind of overreacted, I think, in our group chat yesterday. I think that there is a possibility that Mark Williams ends up being like the best player traded on February 5th. I think that he has the opportunity to have like a better career than like Kyle Kuzma, who was traded yesterday, or was that today? I don't remember. Time doesn't make sense to me anymore. I've been on my phone for like 4 days straight.
Yeah,
I believe Kuz was yesterday, the 5th.
Yeah,
Kuz was yesterday,
and but Mark Williams is a guy where he has a crazy catch radius. He's a pretty good passer for a guy. He gets like close to 3 assists per game, playing 25 minutes per game. He cannot defend at the rim whatsoever. He has like one of the worst defensive metrics for like starting centers in the NBA. He's good at like other kinds of defense, but he's like not a rim protector, and he has only played in 40% of his games, mostly due to injury. So like you can really talk yourself in. Like they couldn't get Walker Kessler. Like that's the player that they really wanted, but there was no way that was ever going to happen. Walker Kessler's too young, too cheap, and too good. And would have commanded a lot more from the Lakers than what they gave up for Mark Williams. And they had to give up. How did Mark Williams get traded for more draft capital than Luka Doncic? Isn't that crazy? What's going on? That's wild.
I think Nico is just boys.
Yeah.
With Rob Pelinka, and that's what happened.
Yeah. I like the fit of Dalton Connect playing with LaMelo, and just like they've got a lot of shooting on that team now, so that's going to be pretty fun. But this could be a total home run for the Lakers. This might be the perfect guy to play with LeBron and Luka, but there's a ton of injury concern with this guy, and he's not a good rim protector. So like, what do you suppose? Like, what are they cooking? Tyler, what do you think they're cooking over there?
Yeah, I think maybe they look for a center on the buyout market, or like maybe they fucking give Dwight Howard a third shot. Who knows? I like it. I wish it was Robert Williams because I want that first round pick from the Lakers. And Robert Williams and Luka would be a nasty lob combo.
So you also think that Luka is leaving next summer, huh?
I am kind of curious.
They traded all their stuff because they have to go right now. I think that's actually what's going on.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we can talk about Luka more in depth in another episode because I have a lot of thoughts. Maybe that'll be a good. Yeah, let's hold off on some Luka stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Because I'm percolating some takes here. But as far as like this Lakers trade, yeah, it's good. They did good work. I like Mark Williams. He saved my fantasy season last year and gave me a big dub. I think he'll be a fun match with Luka. Yeah, it's fine. I still don't think it pushes the needle for the Lakers to like. I don't think it makes them a Western Conference Finals lock, but it does make their team a little more balanced. I think they have some work on the margins to do, like I said, with either buyouts or dudes that are just like not signed yet. Because I wouldn't try Jackson Hayes as my main backup. Yeah, I don't know. I'm fine with it.
It seems like they got Derek Lively Jr.
I wouldn't even go that far.
Yeah.
I mean, I think they got a guy that Luka can lob to. Yeah. I think that's what would be my my take on it. But they have
that cost them the entire rest of their draft, though.
Yeah, well, it's the Lakers.
Yeah.
I read it on Twitter. So most teams kind of stumble into failure. The Lakers are the only team that stumbles into success. Like they have made so many fucking dumb moves the last 4 years, and somehow they still get Luka, and they just kind of fell into it. And I think that's just how it's going to be. Like I don't think this Mark Williams thing. I wish it could have been Robert Williams, bias, but like it's a fine trade. It's a fine trade. Charlotte did great. Love the pick for them. Dalton Knecht is going to be fine. He probably shouldn't have been drafted that high, in my opinion, but I don't know. Also, you know what? Actually, Charlotte kind of stumbled into success as well with this too because they skipped on Dalton Knecht. Yeah.
They get him anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Ruff, what do you think?
I think it's fun. It's fun.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. It's just telling me that the Lakers are just like, we gotta win now or the world's gonna explode. Let's win now. LeBron is leaving to play with Steph next year. Like, we gotta win now, so Luka could stay more years here. But what I'm really stoked about is Connect 4 connecting with balls. LaMelo, specifically. Yeah, I think that combo will be pretty fun. I mean, he is AR-15 Junior. Both have.
Are they like the same age or something?
Yeah,
no,
I think
that's probably not true. Austin Reeves probably stayed 4 years.
Dalton Knecht is old.
Yeah, he's like 54. But the cool thing about those two is they both.
Oh, Reeves is already 26. That's crazy.
Damn, that
both of
fast.
them have sick nicknames.
Same as Ralph.
Yeah, I am 26. If you feel lost,
that's a callback to an episode that didn't come out.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
Okay, if you pay us $100 each, we will give you access to that episode.
I mean, I'll give you access to my hard drive right now.
You don't have it.
I don't have a hard drive. This is actually just I'm streaming straight. I'm not saving it at all.
What else is hard?
My peen. Yeah.
Which you'd also have to listen to that episode to understand.
Yeah, there's visual content along with it. Yeah, it's just me edging for. Anyways, let's talk about basketball, guys. Yeah. Lakers, they want to win now. Hornets, they're fun guys. Like LaMelo, stop getting hurt. Connect 4 is gonna do great. AR-15 Jr. both have sick nicknames. by the way. But yeah, I just don't feel anything about it. But the stat that you did bring up about rim protection, that's pretty funny to me. Because Luka doesn't play defense. LeBron,
they're going all in and offense.
LeBron doesn't play defense. Who else is in the Lakers now?
I got Vando.
Yeah.
Well, Vando's pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm
he was
still a
really,
hater, but
he was really good when he was healthy last year for the Lakers.
Well, basketball is
all 8
a
games.
five man game. Everyone needs to play defense to win. But right now they are spanking my Warriors by 20 points. So
yep.
I'm not gonna say anything. Jimmy's not there yet. There's still 70 more games in the season, so I'm good.
Jamie Butler.
Let's move on to one small trade. Is it small? We'll see. Last trade following the Dallas Mavericks saga. Caleb Martin to the Mavericks. 76ers get Quentin Grimes and 2025 second round pick. How do you guys feel about it? Let me give you my opinion. I could care less. Tyler, let's say you. Does this move the thread for the Mavs?
I think it does nothing for the Mavs, and it makes me think, what the heck is Nico Harrison doing? What the heck is he doing, dude?
Heck?
What is he doing, man? What is he cooking? He is being diabolical. What a people around the league did not really like that Martin contract, and he just ate that shit up. He just said, "Give me that. That looks nasty. I'm gonna eat it." And Quentin Grimes has been good. He's been good. Yeah. I really like it for the Sixers to get, a second round pick. And I think Grimes fits pretty nicely in their guard trio of Jared McCain and Tyrese Maxey. I think he kind of slides in there nicely. So really good work by Sleepy Daryl Morey. Awful work by Nico. Man, whatever is happening in Dallas is so it's fucking me up. It hurts my brain. The Luka trade, and then everything that they did after the Luka trade, whether it is saying, "Hey, by the way, bro, you're fat," on the way outside of the door, and then trading Quentin Grimes for Caleb Martin, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I just
the good one.
The good one, the good twin. I don't know, man. I don't know. Good work by the Sixers. Hate it for the Mavs. Really don't understand what they're doing.
They traded for a guy that's 4 years older and who is worse. That's basically all you. That's all you have to. That's the analysis right there.
That's their whole trade season.
But hey, big W to Celtics fans, because they don't have to watch the devil anymore. Because because Caleb really lit the Celtics up when he was playing for the Heat last year.
Dude, do you think he lost a bet with Brad Stevens over the finals, and that's why he made the Luka trade, and that's why he got Caleb Martin out of the East?
Yep, that's it. That's what happened.
There you go.
No, we figured it
Solved.
out.
That's why you listen to Secret Jocks.
Because we're the jocks that know the secrets.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. There's a lot of bad things that happen in Dallas. Luka getting traded, JFK getting shot.
Yep.
I did have the best torta of my life.
Both
LBJ.
Yeah, that's where it's going. LBJ, both involved.
There's a thread here, and I am pulling.
Yeah, dude. What did you say earlier? The flat time circle?
Yep.
The time cube.
The time cube.
Because the flat time
cube.
Have you ever gone to timecube.com?
Is that like GameCube?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
Shout out GameCube.
This guy, listener, you and me, we both know. We know what the time cube is.
Oh, is it like thought provoking, just like meatspin.com?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, listener, if you haven't heard of meatspin.com, you should check it out. It's really great. I recommend it. Send it blindly to all your coworkers. Amazing website. It opens up your mind. Anything else before we tell these folks that we're gonna go bye?
Oh, we gotta hit the Nurkic trade, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, let's hit the Nurkic trade, the biggest trade of the night.
Yeah. I have it right in front of me.
Yep.
So Charlotte Hornets get Jusuf Nurkic, 2026 first round pick, and the Phoenix Suns get Cody Martin. Dude, I don't know how to say his first name. Micic is his last name. Vasily. Thank
Micic.
you. Thank you.
He's silly.
He's V silly, dude.
Yeah.
Micic, 2026 second round pick. Ben, you wanted to bring this up. Who brought this up? All right.
Yeah, Ben.
Fucking
Okay.
spit, bro. Spit.
So I want to read you a tweet from January 30th.
Oh, I know what the tweet's going to be.
2025.
Last year?
Of 2025.
Oh, okay, last year. Just 2026.
Malik Monk on crack.
Mhm.
Miles Bridges domestic violence. James Bouknight DWI. Kai Jones schizophrenic episode. PJ Washington groomed. Terry Rozier selling games on purpose. If I'm an agent, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that my player does not get drafted to Charlotte. So, like, how long before Jusuf Nurkic is on fentanyl?
I give it 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, because that's what happens next.
Oh man.
That's what happens next. Oh man, it is such a bummer that that Phoenix traded their number 1 overall pick to the Blazers.
Yes, let's go. And what else did they trade to the Blazers?
I don't remember. You tell me.
All defensive player Tumani Kamara.
Oh yes, exactly. Yes, and Tumani, the 55th pick of last year's draft, ended up being probably the best second round player.
Many people are saying the next Jokic.
Many people are saying this. At least 2.
Yeah.
I don't know about Ralph. I don't know if Ralph's saying that.
Who?
Oh my God, DEI MVP is trending on Twitter? Are you serious? God, what a fucking busted website, man. Oh my God. Lamar Jackson didn't even win. It was That's crazy. Oh my God, we live in hell.
We do live
hell
in hell.
is full and the demons are here, man.
Remember what I said
crazy.
about the next trade deadline?
Yeah, it's not happening. We're gonna be dead. It's over.
Joever.
But so they traded Tumani Kamara and DeAndre Ayton to the Blazers, and then you had to sell a pick that you just got from the Jazz to get rid of this guy, and they have 8 players that are worth $196 million next season. They're busted. I don't know what they do. I don't know what Phoenix is gonna do. They're busted. There's nothing they can do. They're done. They're toast. Like the Earth. That's what
They flew.
I mean, I have the same take.
They flew close to the sun.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Phoenix Suns, but with an O.
Dude, it's more like SUNN. Get it, like the Amp Company from Oregon.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Are they from Oregon?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's swag.
I don't want to say Eugene, but it's somewhere close.
It's definitely not Eugene.
Are you sure?
We play acoustic guitars in Eugene.
I will tell you. Yeah, there'd be more of those around available if it was from Eugene. I'll tell you that much.
Are you all spitted out on that trade, Ben?
Yeah.
Tyler, do you have anything? Nurkic, you're a Nurkic head, right?
I mean, I appreciate the Bosnian Beast.
I've been known to enjoy.
Jusuf Nurkic.
Nice. That's all you have to say.
That's my take.
Speaking of take, I want our listeners to take their phones and give Secret Jocks podcast 5-star review on Apple Pod along with Spotify. Like, subscribe, go to our Instagram. Please
Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Anything and everything
Button
you do
down below
helps us with the algorithm. Just one measly like from your friend's phone helps us get into other people's phones. So we have a goal of hitting 100 followers this year, set by Ben and collectively now. And we need you to help us. And
you can't tell the listener that we
no, I'm going to. This is transparency, baby.
Wow.
Okay, we had 20,000, and then
we
got canceled.
We got canceled because of woke.
And we're building our fan base back up. Just whatever we said earlier, and I'm not gonna repeat it because you can rewind this. But other than that, Ben, Tyler, let's hit Music Corner. Ben, what have you been listening to this past week?
Song 2 by Blur.
Woohoo! Really? Just that on repeat?
Mm-hmm. No, shout out to the new Deaf Heaven single.
Excuse me?
Shout out to the new Deaf Heaven
You don't
single.
have to tell me twice.
No. You son of a bitch.
It's called Magnolia.
Sun is actually from Latin.
Yeah, I looked it up too.
Tualatin.
Tualatin.
Thank you.
Tualatin. Thank you.
Yo, shout out Tualatin.
Tua Taga Viola.
Yeah, it's more like Hawk Tualatin.
DEI MVP.
Okay, all right, Hawk Tualatin.
Yeah, dude,
that's pretty
there
fire.
you go.
Dude, they should make shirts.
Got it in 3.
Registered, trademarked. It's ours. If they make shirts of that, we're gonna sue. Tyler, what about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna shout out God Complex.
Nice.
Very good, kind of like metalcore style stuff. New single this year. I guess 2 songs: "Depraved Idol" and "Salt and Ash." Very good. So yeah, that's my recommendation. Listen to God Complex.
Have a God complex. I'm listening to the Trauma Ray album, Chameleon. Sick.
I already brought that to Music Corner.
I'm sorry, but that's what I'm listening to. I'm not Ben. Nah.
Transparency, dude.
Yeah, dude. Oh, speaking of transparency, Ivy League. I'm also listening to that album by Ivy League, Transparency. Back to back.
Sorry,
you should listen to Song 2 by Blur. Have you heard it?
Yeah, song 2 by Blur is pretty
Yeah,
fire.
I've heard it.
Woohoo! You remember that
You
part?
have
Remember when they say that?
The funniest thing about that song is that they wrote it as a joke to make fun of Teen Spirit, and then it became their biggest song. And all the rest, I don't like any of Blur's actual discography. Park Life, get the fuck out of here. Oasis better.
Those are fighting words for someone that loves Blur.
Yeah.
Not me. Someone.
Somebody who really loves.
I mean, you can't fuck up a Londoner's teeth more than they already are. So,
Oi, bruv, that's a good one.
Oi, bruv.
I'm gonna make it so they have to drop their pants to chew.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Well, it seems like we're getting derailed, and I think it's the best time to call the podcast a good episode. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah.
Definitely. So thank you very much for listening. There's no more trades that happened. It is now February 7th when you're listening to this, so things have ended. This has been Ralph, Ben, and Tyler from the Secret Jocks headquarters signing off. You have a great day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.